Hey fellas, what's going on? It's Ajax from Rattle Shenanigans here with a quick update on my Rat Rod build. Just giving you a quick progress report. As you can see here, I've got it stanced, and that's pretty much a work in progress right now. Just have the tires and wheels there for position only, just so I could see how it was sitting at this point. The channel worked out pretty good. I actually got the interior cut to fit as well. These bits and pieces here were cut off of the side and the interior bucket, so it now sits. The interior now sits flush. If I can, let me lift the camera up here and see if I can give you a shot in there inside. You can see that in the car we've actually got the interior flush, so that's working all right. The rig's channeled. I like the way it's sitting right now. I think I want to get it a little bit lower, so I'm considering. I'm a little bit nervous about it since I haven't done it before, but I'm considering Zing the chassis so that I can get it to drag, to scrape, which would be awesome. But we'll see if I work up the courage to butcher the chassis that much. I'm still on the fence. I've got a few strips of just stock styrene and some styrene extras sitting in my supply cabinet here, and I'm working up the nerve, I guess, at this point, to see if, like, between like the styrene strips and the sheet styrene that I've got, if I can manage to cobble together a decent, worthwhile rat rod suspension. I don't suppose I should worry too much, since the whole goal of a rat rod is to just get something that works and isn't necessarily pretty. Um, Among other things, there, lowering the suspension, or lowering the ride height, um, was considering chopping the roof line as well, but looking at things, it was going to be either me chopping the roof or opening up the roof. And I think, given some of the things I want to do with the interior, I'm probably just going to open up the roof and save the chop for a future build. That's a whole lot of cutting and sectioning and chopping and all sorts of craziness. And it's not so much that I'm concerned as to whether or not I'll be able to do it, but rather whether or not I'll be able to finish. So at this point, I feel pretty confident on being able to lower the suspension some more and get the ride height where I want it to be, and wrap this thing up by the end of the month. But I'm not so sure that I'd be able to do such a good job with the chop, and then having to do the minute adjustments to make things line up in the aftermath. So, like I said, it'll be a good study for the bits and pieces of modification that I'm doing here, but the chop is probably going to happen to a different kit somewhere in the future. As far as the other bits and pieces that I've done, you can see here, these trees have been dechromed. I've got some more stuff after having looked at my instructions, which I got up there on my bulletin board. Looking at the instructions, I've I've located or noted a bunch of pieces that are chrome plated, that are going together with both the suspension and parts of the engine, that I'm going to have to dechrome. So I've actually got a lot more parts pulled off of the chrome tree, which are sitting in easy off right now. So once those finish dechroming, I'll start putting things back together, and eventually I should have a fully functional rat rod. One would hope. I'll probably get into this a little bit more this weekend, and by the end of the weekend, hopefully, I'll have another video up for you guys to show you my progress up to this point. Last thing of note, it didn't really seem like a rat rod build without without kit bashing. So I've actually been digging through my stash, and I found several pieces that will work for the build that I'm doing right now. I won't go into specifics, until my next video update because, frankly, it's some of that stuff is subject to change. It could very well not end up working out the way I want it to, but I've identified more than a few pieces that I've got on deck, and the idea here, I kind of feel like building a kit like this, that it really wouldn't be a rat rod if you didn't go in and use a whole bunch of bits and pieces from here and there to get the thing up and rolling. That having been said, like you can see here, I've got the just the regular wheels on here. I'm really strongly considering breaking out these Race Master slicks here. Really like the idea of having some nice fat meat on the back of this bad boy here. I see even mocking it up right there. That look right there, looking super mean to me. So, along with Zing the front end, those big meaty Race Master slicks may very well find their way onto the finished product. I Yeah, looking at it now, it's pretty much a lock. That's a done deal, folks. So yeah, that's a peek into at least one thing that's going to be happening to the rat rod build as I continue here. But this is pretty much where I'm at this point. So I'll wrap this video up and let you guys get back to doing whatever else you were doing before the video notification came up. And like I said, I'll keep you updated. All right, you guys take it easy.